Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
Well, evidently you were scanning around on the Blog Talk Radio. Now, how did you zone in on this guy?
Recommendation from a fan that emailed or MySpace mailed.
Okay.
It said you need to check out JG Metalhead.
Okay.
The JG Metalhead Show, as he's just finished, quote unquote, season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1 of the JG Metalhead Show has just concluded. 10 episodes.
Oh boy. I like these guys who always give themselves name DJ Metalhead and JG Metalhead.
Yeah, it's great.
You know, they're all metalheads.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, this is DJ Metalhead.
Hey, it's JG Metalhead here. But if only he had that kind of intensity.
Okay. So, what's this guy's story here?
Well, he plays metal,
okay.
And he's JG Metalhead. And my read on this, and you can tell me that I'm wrong after you've heard a little of it, but I think that what this guy did before he launched his show was that he studied the news broadcasts of Jennifer from 80s hairband world.
Oh, really?
Because he has a similar style, we'll say, to Jennifer, where Jennifer just reads a story aimlessly and then goes, next topic.
Right.
This guy just seems to back sell and front sell, back sell and front sell.
Okay. And how long is his show?
His show is 1 hour a week. I put 2 shows together for our special broadcast.
Okay, so you downloaded 2 of his shows and just cut out the talking part.
Yeah, what I do is I eliminated all the music except for just the intro and the outro, so you can hear each song start and end.
Mm-hmm.
And what we were left with after 2 hours of show was like 9 minutes.
Okay, great. All right, well, here's the stylings of JG Metalhead.
Yes.
On the JG Metalhead Show from Blog Talk Radio, which is done...
That's season 1 of the JG Metalhead Show.
Which is done over the telephone.
Yes, of course.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, listeners, to the JG Metal Hour. It's JG Metalhead. I would like to remind you all, any comments, suggestions, any of that whatsoever, you can email me at deathzero@optonline.net. You can also leave a post on my blog at blogtalkradio.com/JG-Metalhead. You can also leave a comment on the wall or in discussion of our heavily supported Facebook group, True Heavy Metalheads.
Who is this, Andrew from Hair Metal Mansion?
He's the best.
He sounds like he might be 15.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like 15.
It's the JG Metalhead Show.
My voice is changing, so I gotta... Oh, crack.
Well, he's got a lot of good ideas for his show, so you'll get to hear.
Okay.
He's got a lot of things planned.
I will keep your requests up. Unfortunately, I haven't really gotten much requests for this episode, so sorry. Today's not your lucky day for requests. All right. And now...
Today's not your lucky day?
Yeah, you didn't request, but today's not your lucky day.
Oh, okay, I didn't get very many requests, so it's not your lucky day for requests.
That's right.
Okay.
We're starting with Execution by Tribuzzi off their album Execution.
Did he say Tribuzzi?
Tribuzzi.
Tribuzzi.
Right.
Now, he's got an opt-online email address, so he's probably from, like, New Jersey or something.
Okay.
So he's probably a new metal expert in training.
Of course, he hears those guys and is like, Jesus, if they can do it, so can I.
Sure.
He's right.
That was Execution by Tribuzio off their album Execution. Next up, Goblin Song by Spellblast off their album Horns of Silence. That was Goblin Song by Spellblast off their album Horns of Silence. Next up, Virus Bomb by Anal Nathrock off their album Hell is Empty and All the Devils Are Here.
Does he announce every single song?
Every one.
Every song, he comes out of a song and announces the next one and comes out of the song and announces the next one.
And that's all he does.
Oh, my God.
That was Virus Bomb by Anal Nathrock off their album Hell is Empty and All the Devils Are Here. Next up, Disconnected by Technical X off their album Evolution. That was Disconnected by Technical X off their album Evolution. Next up, Pigs in the Hollow by Dublin Death Patrol off their album DDP for Life.
You know, there's like, hey, that's, DDP for life. This is DJ Metalhead or JD Metalhead or whatever he calls himself, JG Metalhead. You're listening to the JG Metalhead Show here on Blog Talk Radio. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. It's just out of song, into a song, out of a song, into a song.
I love it. And Nathan of Kentucky hitting it on the head. Next up, which is his next topic.
Yeah, next topic.
That was Pigs in the Hollow by Dublin Death Patrol off their album DDP for Life. Next up, Kill on Command by Violence off their album Eternal Nightmare. That was Kill on Command by Violence off their album Eternal Nightmare. Next up, Plague by Abremelin off their album Dead Speak. That was Plague by Abremelin off their album Dead Speak. Next up, Human Weed by Thyrane off their album Hypnotic. That was Human Weed by Thyrane off their album Hypnotic. Next up, Nothing Remains by Chimera off their self-titled Chimera.
Wow, this guy's compelling.
He's great.
He's got a future in radio, my friend.
He does.
He keeps the breaks short. He's very commercial radio compatible. He'll be on WNCX or WMMS before you know it.
Oh, I'm sure he's already qualified to be on Rock Nation Radio.
Yeah, move over, Bill Lewis.
That was Nothing Remains by Chimera off their self-titled Chimera. Next up, Fucking Hostile by Pantera off their album Vulgar Display of Anger.
What?
What? This vulgar display of anger?
Yeah, Vulgar Display of Anger.
That's MOL.
That was Fucking Hostile by Pantera off their album Vulgar Display of Anger. Next up,
he said it again. He must really think that's what the name of the CD is.
That was the name of the CD he downloaded, obviously.
Oh boy, Vulgar Display of Anger. Nice.
Our last song, Blackened by Metallica from And Justice for All. That was Blackened by Metallica off their album And Justice for All. Our show's a little over, so thank you for tuning in. Remember, if you have any comments, suggestions, stuff like that, you can email me at deathzero@optonline.net. Leave a message on our Facebook, True Heavy Metalheads. Or you can also leave a comment on our blog page or something like that. blogtalkradio.com/JG-Metalhead. Thanks for tuning in. This is JG Metalhead tuning out.
What comment could you have?
he's tuning out.
He's tuning out. But what comment could you send him?
You're great, fella.
Dude, the way you intro each song twice is fantastic.
Intro, outro, intro, outro, intro, outro. Wow.
So you want some more?
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, listeners, and thank you for tuning into another brutal hour of the JG Metal Hour. This is your host and DJ, JG Metalhead. As usual, I would like to announce, if you have any concerns or whatnot, you can leave a message or whatever on my MySpace, myspace.com/JGMetalhead, or on the blog page, blogtalkradio.com/JG-Metalhead. You can also leave a message on our Facebook group, True Heavy Metalheads. I would also like to announce that, again, that if you guys received an email, if I gave away an email, that email does not work anymore.
Okay.
And I will not be giving away other emails at this time.
He's giving away emails?
Yes, he's giving away emails.
Really? Wow.
But he's not going to be giving away any emails tonight.
Okay.
So the only way you can contact me is on MySpace or Blog Talk Radio or, of course, the group page. I would like to start now. First up is Stay Thirsty by Tankard off their newest album, Thirst. That was Stay Thirsty by Tankard off their album, Thirst. Next up, Watch You Burn by Craze off their album, Devil in Disguise. That was Watch You Burn by Craze off their album Devil in Disguise. Next up, Material God by Deny the Urge off their album Black Box of Human Sorrow. That was Material God by Deny the Urge off their album Black Box of Human Sorrow. Next up, Rebirth of Senses by Gorod off their album Process of a New Decline.
You would think after a while somebody would kind of want to mix it up just a little bit.
Well, these are like 9 and 10. This is shows 9 and 10.
Wow.
So he's set this pattern for 8 other weeks.
Wow. I wonder how that Blog Talk works. Like, do they only give you like an allotted time slot, or do you choose how long you're going to be on there, or do they say
I think you have to set how long your show is?
Okay.
One of these weeks we should do a Blog Talk show.
Just to see how it works.
Just to fuck with it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Weird.
That was Rebirth of Senses by Gorod off their album Process of a New Decline. Next up, Fake Messiah by Lamb of God off their latest, Wrath. That was Fake Messiah by Lamb of God off their album Wrath. Next up, Blood, Fire, War, Hate by Soulfly off their album Conquer.
I like the fact that Blog Talk Radio streams at 32K.
That's great.
And with it streaming at 32K and you doing your show over the telephone, it's almost like going back in time and listening to AM radio.
It's even worse than that. It's like listening to it through a can with a tight string.
That was Blood, Fire, War, Hate by Soulfly off their album Conquer. Next up, Befouled with Zest by Abysmal Torment off their album Epoch of Methodic.
Did he say abysmal?
Abysmal.
Abysmal torment.
Abysmal torment.
Okay. The bees will torment.
That's right.
Especially when they sting you.
Carnage. That was Befouled with Zest by Abysmal Torment off their album Epoch of Methodic Torment. Carnage. Next up,
It's a
Within the
Beesmal.
Chamber of Whispering Eyes by Demolich off their album The Spit.
Demolich?
Demolich. How about demolish, you dumbass?
Demolich.
Demolich.
We'll see if he says it coming out of the song.
Right.
That was Within the Chamber of Whispering Eyes by Demolich off their album.
Demolich.
Demolich.
I love it. Is that like Rock Brigade?
Yeah, Rock Brigade.
Nice.
The Spit. Next up, The Kindness of Strangers by Onward off their album Ever Moving. That was The Kindness of Strangers by Onward off their album Ever Moving. Next up, Holy Thunder Force by Rhapsody of Fire off their album.
Don't expect any kindness from strangers here, my friend.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, this is good, man. You're not enjoying this?
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
It's great.
The Dawn of Victory. That was Holy Thunder Force by Rhapsody of Fire off their album Dawn of Victory. Next up, Banished from Eternity by Gallow Glass off their album
Next
Heaven
topic.
Seeker. That was Banished from Eternity by Gallow Glass off their album Heaven Seeker. Next up, Down to the Devil by Ed Guy off their album Hellfire Club. That was Down to the Devil by Ed Guy from Hellfire Club. Don't go away because we have 2 more songs left.
Oh,
and
no.
if you're off the
Wow,
air,
you said something different.
you might not get back on stream. Alright, so next up, Empress by Gamma Ray off their album Land of the Free 2.
Gonna miss those 2 songs.
Why would you not get back on the stream?
I
Is
don't-
it so loaded up with people listening?
Yeah, they shut you off after you leave the stream.
That was Empress by Gamma Ray off their album Land of the Free 2. Next up, Cowboys from Hell by Pantera off their album Cowboys from Hell. That was Cowboys from Hell by Pantera off their album Cowboys from Hell. The show is over. And thank you for tuning in to the JG Metal Hour. This is JG Metalhead tuning out.
Yeah. And he fades off into the distance.
Gotta love JG Metalhead. I, for one, am pins and needles waiting for season 2. Show is over.
Yeah, show's over. I'm tuning out. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in.
That's how we're gonna start ending the show. Show's over.
Yeah, show's over. Go away now.
Click.
Click. This is... All right, show's over.
All right, there. D. Snyder was on tonight. Show's over.
All right, goodbye. I just shut the mics off.
Yeah, I like them.
All right, show's over. Thanks for checking out the Best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
The Classic Metal Show.